Hello and welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop streamed, your one stop for co-op news and playthroughs. And today we are playing through Spirit Island, the digital version. And I'm here today with Jerry. What's up, Jerry?
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, so
Haven't played this in a while.
Yes, so the digital version about a month ago, maybe a little less than a month ago, finally came out with multiplayer. It's a feature that a lot of people have been looking forward to for a while, but don't worry if you've never played Spirit Island before. We're playing basically the basic game that you would play when you first get it. We're playing with two of the easy spirits, so when you right click on them, it'll show you your spirit board, and I think it's on the back side, so if you flip it over, whoops. If you flip it over, it shows you low complexity over here. Jerry is using Lightning's Swift Strike, which is a very offensive spirit. And I guess I should explain the theme of the game. You are spirits defending your island against colonists or colonizers. And you aren't necessarily using the Dahan, who are the natives, to help you, but you certainly use their help when they do. You're not trying to drive them off your island. You're just trying to drive the colonizers off. So then I am also playing a low complexity, but I am very defensive. There's also control, fear, utility. We'll explain what all this stuff kind of means in a minute, but just so you understand where we're coming from, and I am vital strength of the earth. So again, we picked two of the starting characters that you'd use, and we're playing with a basic scenario. So we are going to have two boards. We do start on separate boards. The nice part about Spirit Island is the way it scales. Everybody kind of has their own board, but the cooperative nature of the game is actually pretty strong. So you can easily go on each other's board very quickly as the game goes along. But we're not playing with the expansion. We're not playing with any events or anything else. This is really just the basic game here. All right, Jerry, I'm going to hit ready.
All right.
So whenever you are ready, we can get started. And I'll explain the basics of winning and losing, but again, the colonizers have come in, and our goal is to create enough terror that we scare them away and off of our islands. So the first thing you were going to do at the beginning of the game, you're going to set up things, and if you had a real board, it would tell you exactly, like on the spaces themselves, it tells you what goes here. So, for example, this jungle right here, oh, I've never done this before, but if you hit tab while you're over it, it kind of zooms in on the jungle. That's kind of neat.
You can use your mouse wheel, too.
Oh, okay.
But you're not using a mouse, are you?
I am using a mouse.
Oh.
So, this is jungle number 2 over here, and it shows that it starts with a Dahan, or maybe it doesn't show what it starts with. Maybe it just shows what it has there. So it shows when it ravages. So there are 3 different things. So the settlers, if you look on the very, very bottom of the screen over here, the settlers are going to do 3 different things. They're going to explore, which means put a new explorer person on the board. They are going to build in a location, which right now they're building in the jungle. Not this turn, but next turn. And then the final thing they're going to do is ravage. And actually, I lied. They are going to build in the jungle this turn because they explored like as part of setup. So ravage means they're going to attack. So when it says ravage. If you see, as I'm zoomed in here, it says ravage 4 damage, which means it's going to kill the Dahan because Dahan have 2 life. So that'll do 2 damage to the Dahan. And the way damage works, it's kind of weird when the enemies attack. But actually, I'll explain all that later. I've got a little ahead of myself. Let's talk about winning and losing. Shall we, Jerry?
Sure.
All right. So the way winning and losing works is we win if we can get the terror level down here up high enough. As we increase the fear, then we are going to go further and further into these cards here, which are like things that happen as the settlers get more and more fearful. We start with 3 cards on top of the deck. They're going to do things to help us. The way we get those cards out is by getting 8 fear. It's 4 per player up. And then we take one of the cards off the deck. Once we get down to this little 2 down here, that means we're going to be to terror level 2. So at the beginning of the game, we have to get everything off the island if we wanted to win. If we wanted to win right now, we'd have to get every little explorer off. We'd have to get every little town off. And we'd have to get every city. Those are probably not the right names for those.
Explorer, town, and city.
Oh, I was right. Look at that. Yeah, so we'd have to get all 3 of them off. But when we get to level 2, we no longer have to get the explorers off. we just have to get the towns and cities. When we get to level 3, we just have to get the cities. And we get to level 4, we just win immediately. And then we have, our island is healthy right now. We have 11 blight. So they're going to add these like blight to the board. And what that does, it basically represents them farming or whatever else. It works a little like pandemic in some ways too, whereas if they blight in a place that already has blight, it goes somewhere else. But so they win by getting rid of all this 11 health of our island right now. So our island is 11 healthy. Once all that goes away, we lose. Another way for us to lose is we have these presence markers on the board here. So I have 2 over here and I have 1 over here. Once all our presence markers are removed from the board, and every time they blight a place, we have a presence marker. They will remove that presence marker. There might be other things that remove presence markers as well. That's another way we lose the game. And the final way we lose the game is we run out of this Explorer deck. So it's going to start with these. You'll notice there's a 1 on the back of this Explorer card. It starts with level 1. It's going to go then after 2 more cards to level 2. There's 3 of those or 4 of those. And then you go through level 3. It looks like there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. So it is increasing difficulty, and you'll see how they do that. But basically what's going to happen is first they're going to explore, and they did that at the beginning. They explored the jungles. You'll notice there's an explorer in every jungle here. The next thing the AI is going to do is they're going to build in an area. What they do is they build towns. If they already have more towns than they have cities, then they would build a city instead. And then the final thing they do is ravage, and the ravage basically gets attack equal to, if you look, you'll even notice there's like 3 points on this town right now, or this city. That means the city attacks for 3, the explorer attacks for 1, this town here attacks for 2. Tahan have 2 life each, and that's how they get defeated, but they also do 2 damage. So if this Tahan lives through this attack, it will do 2 damage back, and the city, or the town here has 2 life. This town here would have, the city has 3 life. The explorers have 1 life. And then they also blight. So when they attack, they use their attack for 2 different things. They do it to kill whatever's there, Tahan. But the other thing they do is they'll blight if they have at least 2 attack. This is separate. This is one of the confusing things when you first start playing. The attack is used twice. If they have 2 or more attack, they're going to blight the area that they're in. If they also still use all of that attack to attack whatever's in that space. So it's kind of like 2 different attack steps. So I don't know. I've probably derailed this entire rules speech already. It feels like we've been all over the place. But bottom line is we are trying to stop them from taking over. And we have special abilities that help us do that. We also have our own special spirits. So the way the game really runs is there are several different phases. And actually, let me open up the how to play here, and we can go over the overview. So how to start the game, we did all that. Setting up a new game, we did all that. Gameplay options, that's a way to increase difficulty. All right, the overview screen, let's see. Spirit panels, I don't want to see that. That's invaders. Don't need to see that. Here we go. All right, so here's how the turn order works. First thing you're going to do is the spirit phase. So first thing we do is grow. And you will see grow options at the beginning. Then we're going to gain energy, then play cards. All right, so let's go back and start with the growth step. So we're going to pick one of these growth options, and we have different ones. If you look on my board in the board game, you will see the growth options right here. The first thing we do is pick one of those options. So let me explain the basic symbols. Reclaim cards. You have a hand of 4 cards over here at the beginning of the game, and they are unique to your spirit. So when you play cards, the only way to get them back is to reclaim them. So that would reclaim all the cards you've already played, and you get to add a presence to the board. We talked about presence on the board. I have 2 here. I have 1 over here. You'll see some common iconography also on my spirit, which is you can place a presence within 2 spaces of any presence I already have on the board. So I could place it anywhere. That's not only on my island, but also on Jerry's island as well. Basically, once we start the game, we don't have our own separate islands anymore. Another different growth option for me would be to gain a power card. So we start with 4 cards, but we can get new cards. We can get either a minor power, which would just add 1 more card to our options, Or we could gain a major power. And when you gain a major power, you have to replace one of the cards you have. In either situation, you're going to draw 4, pick one of those cards to add. And then, again, if you picked a major power, you would remove it. This one, though, I still get to add presence to the board, but I only get to add it at range 0 from one of my tokens that I already have. This one, it's pretty obvious. You gain presence within range 2. You also get 2 energy. So energy is kind of the power, how you power your abilities. If you notice, I have 0 energy right now, but I'm getting +2. The reason we know that, if you're playing the board game, and here, if you want to kind of see what these things are, is you'll notice my presence right now is +2 energy. This tells me on the bottom here that I can only play 1 card per turn. So I gain 2 energy, I play a card, so this would give me 2 more energy, so I'd have 4 energy. And that's important because if you look at my cards, in the upper left shows the cost of the cards. So I have 3 3-cost cards and 1 1-cost card. And then at the bottom, it tells you what the options are that you're going to do. You'll also notice on the left side of the cards here, this is another important part of deciding how you want to play your cards, there are these symbols. And these symbols are going to power up our powers at the bottom of the card here. So I would need to play a yellow, a gray, and 2 green. Well, remember, if you look back at my my cards, I can only play 1 card a turn. When I add presence to the board, I remove one of these, and it tells me underneath what is going to change. My card play would still be 1 if I remove this presence, but I could get up to 3 energy a turn, which I probably want to do. And no matter which option I pick, I am going to add presence to the board. So I'll get to pick either the top or the bottom to add presence from. Adding a card isn't going to help. So if you notice, I'm going to need at least 2 symbols of gray and green. There's no way to do that with 1 card, so I'm not gonna get this, but this is a special ability I get in addition to what I get to do with my cards if I were to use all these symbols in the cards that I played this turn. So that's one of the cool features of the game. I know it sounds like a lot. The game actually doesn't seem like a lot when you're playing it first. Well, it might be overwhelming at first, but it comes to you pretty quickly. We're going to fly through pretty quickly once we get through this initial explanation. I also have another special rule, last one. I defend 3 in every land where I have, whenever you see the symbol, that means you have 2 presence tokens there. It's called a place of power. So I defend 3 in everywhere that I have a place of power. So if you'll notice the board right now, and Jerry, I don't know if you saw this at the bottom here, this gray land at the bottom here, I have 3 defense there because I have a place of power. You still with me, Jer?
I'm with you.
All right, we'll look at Jerry's real quickly. He's got different options here. We'll talk through him as he decides to select them, but he gets a little bit more card play. He starts off with 2. He could play 3, 4, 5. You'll see it feels like he is a lot quicker pretty instantly in the game. But he has a problem with energy early, where I'm getting 3 energy a turn. He's only starting with 1. It takes him a little longer. You also notice my card play row is a lot longer. So you see a lot of asymmetry. His cards are very different too. He has a 1-cost card, a 0-cost card, a 2, and a 3-cost card. Now you may be wondering what the color is around there. Red means fast play. Fast play cards are always played before the enemy goes. Blue cards are slow play, meaning it's going to go after the enemy takes their turn. So fast plays are typically better, just because that way you can stop them from building or whatever else. You can destroy stuff before they get a chance to do things. But his special power, you'll notice swiftness of lightning. For every purple he has, he may use 1 slow power as if it were a fast power. Ridiculously good. This is actually the spirit I always recommend people start with, because being able to go fast, slow powers are very hard to plan out. They actually take a lot of thinking ahead. So being able to go fast with all your powers. And that doesn't include the powers that you start with only. It also includes any minor powers and stuff you'd buy down the road. So when Jerry's buying cards, he not only cares about the power of the card, but he also cares about having these purple symbols too, so he can get more speed on his cards. And you notice in his starting hand, all of his cards have purple on them. So
yep.
Yeah, so he's going to be able to make all these.
Not sad about that.
Slow power is fast. Yeah, and then again, if he gets 3 cards played, he can destroy a town. 2 orange or 3 orange and 2 purple. Boom, town destroyed. You'll notice also all his starting cards have that. Now, the big problem Jerry's going to have is getting to that 3 power, although he does have an option here to do it, to add presence, so he could play a 3rd card and gain 3 energy. on his first turn. So that would allow him to play 3 cards, which would allow him to right away just destroy a town on turn 1. Seems real good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, and starting position's different. You'll notice Jerry has only 2 presents on the board. I have 3. Like, these spirits are very asymmetrical. That's the thing that people love about this game, is how asymmetrical they are. But let's go ahead and get started with, I'll select my stuff. I don't even know how to get back to my spirit right now. I'm just looking at yours. Yep, I want to make my selection. Hello. Oh, here are my selections. All right, so here are my growth options. I don't know how to... Oh, let's do this. All right, but how do I select which spirit? I don't want to see you. I want to see me. Eyeball? See, we're learning this as you're learning it, by the way, as well. So this digital implementation, this is our first time. Oh, I see me. I'm in the lower right. Oh, it's almost like we're at the table together. Haha. Now, I want... Aha! Ha ha ha! Yes! All right, figured it out. All right, so let's both pick one growth option. I haven't even looked at my starting hand and stuff. So let's see what I have, which is going to be the same from game to game. So while Jerry's deciding his stuff, I'll invaders skip actions in the target land this turn. Seems real good. That's fast. That would stop them from building. Could remove a blight from the board, which would put it back on this healthy marker and make it harder for us to lose there. And defend foreigner space. Seems good. You can, and as a slow action, gather up to 2 explorers and 2 Dahan in an area, which also seems not terrible. So that way you can use them to kill them. Or you could do slow 2 damage if the target has at least 3 Dahan there. It's 3 damage instead, and you create 2 fear. And we kind of talked about fear a little bit, but we're trying to get to 8 fear. Whenever we destroy a city or a town, it gains fear. Towns generate 1 fear. Cities will generate 2 fear for destroying them. And you're really trying to get this fear number up because, again, as you get the fear number up, you're getting these cards over, which gets you to higher and higher terror level. So that's really our goal, is creating fear and destroying them along the way. All right, so they're going to build here. So
one of my cards is going to let you use 2 slow powers as if they were fast powers.
That seems real good. Okay, so that might
keep that in mind.
Yes. No. So let's look at that. So these slow powers. So gathering people into Han seems real good now. Doing damage also seems real good now. Now I'm only going to get to play one of these cards this turn, but gathering seems like a good option for the first turn. So I think I'm going to do that. With all that being said, and then we have to look at the range of that too. So when you look, cards have a range here. So it's a slow speed, range of 1, and the target land can be anything. This target land here would have to have a Dahan on it. So I could do 2 damage in a land with a Dahan. So I could do 2 here, but that's not enough. I need 3. Yeah, I think I'm just going to create a place of power here. And I may even get a new card and see if I like the card I get even better. Although, wait. Yeah, no, 2 power will be enough because a card I want to play only requires 1 power. Yeah, so I'll be good. So I'm going to add a presence to a place I already have. Let's go ahead and add that presence. We will do the one that gives me more power per turn. So now I'm up to 3 power a turn here, creating another place of power. So that's a good defensive spot. And then let's go ahead and draw a power. So I'm going to pick a minor power. I got 4 options here. Now, let me remind myself what I'm looking for. I'm looking for yellow, gray, and green to trigger my power, which is once per turn. Target spirit may repeat a power card with an energy cost of 1 or less. So it lets me repeat a power 1 card, which seems pretty good. Now, what colors were they? I don't remember. Yellow, gray, and green. So we got gray and green and these 2 on the bottom. Target spirit gains 3 different elements of their choice. If you have another spirit, you also gain these elements. So I could give me and you the same elements with this card, but I'm going to look at these 2 on the bottom. So this one creates fear. If the target land is a mountain or jungle, defend 3. That seems pretty good and it's fast. Target spirit gains a minor power. So I could give somebody else a minor power for 0 cost, slow. We're going to take that one. So now I have 5 options for cards, which seems like one more than I need. So let's go ahead and look at these again. I think I'm going to do... So I gain my power. So after we choose our card, we gain our power. And now we select our powers. So I'm going to defend this. Do I just gather stuff into there? So if I gather stuff out of a place, the nice part is they won't even ever build there if I gather out of a place. So maybe I gather it into here where I already have some Dahan. Or I just bring the Dahan in here. I'm already defending 3. Then I get some killing stuff. That's what I think I'm going to do. Since I have defense 3 here, I'm gonna bring stuff in. Which seems counterproductive. But you will see. It is not. So I'm going to gather up to 2 people and 2 Dahan. So, I can only gather settlers. Well, never mind. That's not nearly what I thought it was. Are you moving your Dahan at all this game?
This turn I'm moving.
You're moving Dahan?
I'm moving just to generate fear.
Okay, cool. All right, so I may move some into here then. That way I got 4 points of damage in here, and then I just play a card to defend there next turn, and I end up killing all this stuff. No, I don't, because I need more defense than that. All right. Anyway, all right, so I've selected my stuff. Can I see where you've selected your stuff? So let's talk about what growth option you took real quick. We're not going to do this all game, but which one did you do?
I did the 3 energy and 1 presence.
Okay, and you added presence to this spot on the board. And I can see your cards you've played. So Lightning's Boon, target spirit may use up to 2 slow powers if they were fast. That would be me. You could push Dahan. Oh, you do have create fear if you push him into a land with stuff. And 1 damage to each invader, which will let you kill some of these dudes before they get to do anything, which is nice. All right. Well, so we are both done. We'll finish playing our cards. And then we get to do our fast powers. Now, Jerry, you may need to drag onto me your card.
Yes.
Lightning's Boon. So you just drag it to my picture in the lower right. That should have done it. So it made my slow power fast.
I'm waiting for my... There we go.
All right. So I'm going to go...
Now, which one should I get rid of?
So because this is fast, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to move to this location. And I'm going to take this one. You know what? I could pull this one out too. Now, they still get to build there because they have a building. But let's go ahead and pull this one. And then I'm going to pull this Dahan in there. Do you need both of these Dahan on this jungle up top here? Or not jungle, desert?
Well, I'm not pushing them. Why? Are you pushing them?
I was thinking about pulling one of them in, but I could pull the one from this space, but... with the
you can pull one from that desert. I'm not doing anything with them.
All right. So now I got 2 Dahan with 2 people, so that'd be 4 damage for me. And even if they killed one, like, I would still have 1 left to do 2 damage back. So, seems good. All right.
Okay, I am going to Raging Storm the jungle so they don't build.
Okay, so Raging Storm damages an invader. Yep, so you just killed him there. Sweet. Now that does not generate fear, unfortunately.
Nope.
They don't care about the explorers. They're off on their own.
All right, and I am going to wait to use the rest of my powers.
Yeah, because you don't have to use... Well, you already used Lightning's Boon, so you already gave me that.
Well, that was a fast power.
Yep.
And then I used Raging Storm as a fast power. I could use all my powers as fast power, but I actually want to wait.
Yep, so right now he could destroy a town right now. So, for example, he could destroy this town. But there's no reason for him to do it now. Just because it's a fast power, you don't have to use it fast. So because he played... so if you look, it tells you what symbols were on those cards. Because he played 3 orange and 2 purple, he actually played 3 orange and 3 purple. He's 1 away from getting this, which would
I screwed up.
Instead let him destroy a city instead of a town. But he'll be able to destroy a town. It's a slow power, but yeah, he can do it whenever. Oh, did you undo?
Yeah, I forgot that my special power has to generate off a sacred site.
Yep.
So it has to be off the sand.
Yep, that makes sense.
Which means I need to Raging Storm this guy instead.
So by destroying him, he won't build there because he has no presence there. So he builds in the jungles only if he has presence. Now this one will build. So you'll notice I pulled the person off of this jungle here. So that way he is not going to build in this jungle here. Still build in this jungle, but he won't build at all in this jungle over here.
All right, so I'm done using powers. Are you done?
Yeah, I probably should have pulled the Dahan in and actually...
You can undo.
Just killed him. All right, yeah, so it makes more sense for me to do this. You were the last player to use power, so you hold the undo. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Basically, I stop. All right. So if I undo mine and instead pull them into here, so I'll pull this Dahan in and this Dahan in. So now I'm going to do 4 damage here. They're going to build here still, but I have 3 defense. So the nice part is I will actually do, when they attack me, my 3 defense will stop all 3 of their attack, and I will do 4 damage back to them. Each of the Dahan, not me, but the Dahan will attack back. So that'll generate some fear because it'll destroy that town. So let's go ahead and do it that way instead. Go ahead and do your turn, Jerry. Sorry.
I already did mine. Okay.
You already did yours? All right, cool. So now we are both done. Another spirit is choosing powers to use. All right, so they are now building in all those jungle spaces. So this one didn't build because there was nothing there. So they're exploring. They're going to flip over the top card of the deck and determine where to explore. So they did build here because there was an explorer or anything in that location.
That's annoying.
So they're going to the wetlands now. All right. So next turn, they're going to ravage, meaning attack, these green areas. So he ended up building over here a city. Even if the explorer wasn't there, he still would have built it over there. So as long as there's any presence on that location, they build. So this one built this town over here. This city and explorer ended up building this town. This explorer built this town over here. So that's building. So now they're in the wetlands, and starting next turn, they are going to start building in the wetlands, which is annoying.
All right. So first I'm going to push my hut in the mountains on the right-hand side over into the forest or jungle.
Okay.
And that will generate 1 fear.
Oh, the Dahan. Yep.
Oh, the Dahan, yeah. And then
so
I
will using destroy this power here. Push up to 2. So you select the place you're pushing from. It's within 1 of his thing. And again, I'm not going to do this every turn. Generate a fear if there were any buildings in that site. So we now have 1 of our 8 fear. Yay!
All right, now I'm going to destroy that town.
Yep, so he gets to destroy a town with his special ability. Destroys that town, which also generates a fear. So we're 2 of 8. And again, 8 fear doesn't win us the game, but it gets us the first of these fear cards. Once we get 3 fear cards out, then we go to level 2 where we no longer have to destroy all the explorers. All right. So that was literally a first turn. That will be the longest turn of the game. I apologize for all the rules explanation, but there's a lot. Let's be honest. There's a lot with this game.
Huh.
All right. So
this
another
is rough
spirit
because I don't have any energy.
A growth power. So I can't use that same card because, again, that card has already been played. So I'm going to pick a different one. I'm getting 3 energy a turn, and I have 2. I want to build presence pretty far out because I want to use the one that basically says invaders skip all actions in the target land. Because I don't want them to do anything here because they'd attack for 6 here, which is a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. So they are going to build here. I can't do something about both, unfortunately, because I really... But I'm going to build here and start building my defense up. So this still only lets me play 1 card a turn, but it's getting me to the point where I'm going to be able to play more cards a turn. And I'm not going to be able to play fast. So you had to reclaim your cards, I'm assuming, because you played so many.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to do... I'm going to do this one, which lets me have invaders skip all. So I don't need you to make me go fast. Yeah, so even though you had a super powerful first turn, you're in a little trouble here because you only have 2 power. You're only generating 1 a turn.
Yep.
And you had to take this reclaim action, which lets you gain a power card and gain an energy, but you're still sitting only at 1 energy a turn. And even if you clear this one, you're still only at 1. So, yeah, that's every spirit's got its pros and cons. That is for sure. I picked my 1 card to play. So just a little bit about the AI, or not the AI, but just kind of what it shows you here. So we've got 3 over here, the cost, and this is what you have. This is what you're gaining. This will tell you what your options were. You can undo reclaiming cards. You can undo adding a presence. Actually, I didn't need a presence 2 away. Oh, but I wanted it here. So I could build 1 off of this, too, to start building up defense here. I'm trying to get to the point where I can play more than 1 card so I can defend in one area and do something else in another. Because I think this... Oh, no, this lets me do damage, which is nice. Yes. So that'll be next turn. Hopefully you'll be able to let me go fast next turn.
Yes, we'll be able to make you go fast next turn.
Sweet. All right. So let's follow what Jerry's doing. Right now he's destroying one of these and causing a fear in addition to it. Oh, is that the new card you got?
No.
Oh. Wait. Oh, no, you destroyed last turn with your special power. That's right.
Yes.
So within a place of power, you can destroy that. So you can destroy this building before they... So because they have a town here already, they would build a city normally. So this, if he destroys it first,
we don't want that.
So they only build the town, which is good. And again, even though we're still kind of on our own boards, at some point we're going to cross the streams for sure. So this lets you push up to 2 Dahan and then cause fear if you push them into a land with somebody. Sweet. All right, you still picking out a third one, or are you done?
No, I'm done.
Oh, okay.
Waiting for you.
I'm sorry. So finish playing cards. We'll do all our fast powers first. Which I don't think I have any fast powers. Oh, I do. Yes. So invaders skip all actions in target land. I do not want them to ravage in this land, so they are skipping everything. They will still ravage in this land, but again, I have 3 defense, and they only attack for 3. So my 2 Dahan will do 2 damage each, doing total 4 damage back to them. So that will be a very good thing for us. All right. So you destroyed the 1 town there, causing fear.
Yep,
so
and got us a bunch of fear.
Yeah, our fear's up to 5, and you pushed a Dahan in. So that all went very fast. Bottom line is, over here, there was a... Oops, they're exploring. Oh. They built and explored. So we gotta... Waiting for other players to click. I guess next time, before all that happens, I'll describe what's gonna happen. I describe what's gonna happen in this one. You gotta hit a button to explore. We're waiting for you.
No, it just popped up for me.
Oh.
Maybe you're just faster than I am.
I mean, we know this to be true. All right, so they're gonna ravage in the wetlands. So we gotta worry about the wetlands. They're gonna build in the mountains. So clearly, we'd like to move stuff out of the mountains. And then starting next turn, they're going to be level 2, which means sometimes they'll get doubles. No, that might be level 3. Level 2 might not be too bad here because usually it uses the invader's special power in addition to the place, but there is no invader here, so there is no special power. All right, so I want... Do I care about another power card? Maybe I get another power card. I don't need to reclaim my card yet. I want to do that next turn, I think. I'm going to have 5 power. I definitely want to play... No, I don't want to play that. I want to do this 2 damage. Are you going to make me fast this turn? It's important to know. It doesn't matter if you are or not. I just need to know.
Well, if I do, that's going to cause me some problems.
Okay. Well then...
Because right now I'm going to push a guy into one of my spaces and then do 1 damage and kill that guy. 2 guys.
So this one is 2 fear. If the target is a mountain or a jungle, defend 3. I did not realize that restraint on this, which is very bad. So I just need to add a presence here, and then I'm actually maybe make them not do anything here. Because I don't think I can defend there. Oh, defend 4. Here we go. All right. Yes. I'm good. And then maybe do this. All right. So I need 4 power total. All right. So I'm going to do this. I am going to draw my card back. Or do I just get a new card? Or do I get more energy? I don't really need energy. Let's get a new card. See what it is. So first we're going to add presence. We're going to let us play a second card. We'll play that presence here, which gives us that 3 defense, which is awesome. Although I'm not going to be able to kill stuff there is the problem. But I do defend. They won't do any damage. That's good. Let's gain a card. I'm going to gain another minor power. So the colors I'm looking for again are yellow, gray, and green, I think. Yep, yellow, gray, and green. So let's see if I can get a minor power. Gain a power card. Minor. Yellow. So none of them have all of them. I have a couple with yellow and gray. So 1 damage, destroy a Dahan. If it's one of those, add an extra damage. Destroy 3 of these. What? Destroy 3 towns. Deal 1 damage to each town and city, but you also have to add a blight. It's a drought. I don't know. That might be worth it. What do you think? I have a way to remove it, so yeah. Let's get that.
Oh, go ahead.
We're droughting it. I mean, worst case scenario, I get rid of it. It's not a big deal. So let's see. I can get this once per turn. I can repeat a level 1 power. Ooh, I could repeat gathering twice. Which would let me get dudes in here. And what was I going to do? Didn't I have a master plan? Well, I could just destroy and blight that land. And I could repeat it twice, which seems like a bad idea. Oh, no, but then I wouldn't have enough gray, green, and yellow. All right. So, yeah, see, this is... Oh, 2 damage. Here you go. Within 1 of a place of power, and I do have a place of power here, so I can do it here. All right, perfect. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm not going to drought. I want to pull my Dahan. You said I'm not going to be... You're not going to give me fast?
No.
All right, well, then I'll do this. I'll do 2 fear twice. Seems good. Oh. Yes! They gave me another gray and another green. Sweet. So, gift of strength. I could make it so that you go twice also, if you wanted.
Me go twice.
Use a level 1 power a second time. Would that help you? All it's going to do is give
level
me
1 power?
Fear. Yeah, 1 cost power or less.
Yes, that would be awesome.
That would be awesome? Okay.
I think so. Yes, that would be awesome.
Yes, I'm going to let you do it twice then, because mine just generates 2 fear.
Are you doing it fast?
Fast, yep.
All right, yes,
all right.
do
so
that.
I'm picking you, Badink. So for those of you who haven't played the digital version, we're kind of learning along with you. So you should be able to do it twice. So I'm going to fear them, and if it's a mountain or a jungle that I fear them in, and again, 1 within any of my things. So I'm going to add defense here, which makes 0 difference at all. Because they're not attacking. They're only building in the mountains. So I generated 2 fear, which, by the way, got us our first card. So now we're back to 0 fear again. We get 2 more cards. Then we don't have to worry about killing all the explorers to win the game.
All right, so I got to use my push power twice.
Yep.
To push a bunch of guys into 1 spot, and then I'm going to use Raging Storm that does 1 damage to each.
Is that a fast? Oh, yeah.
It is for me.
So did you already do it?
Yep.
All right, I missed it. All right, each player... So we're in stage 1 now. So each player removes 1 from a coastal land. This is great because it happens before they do anything. Remember, they're going to build in these mountains over here. I don't care about this mountain because I have 3 defense. I care a lot about this mountain though. So let's go ahead. Oh, that's on our coastal land though. This is the coast here. Son of a gun.
Water.
Well, that's not ideal. Then it doesn't really make any difference. Although I could destroy one from your
You can get one in the wetlands or the forest.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really matter, though. All right.
And I killed one in the mountain, and it's not going to do anything.
Oh, they're about to ravage.
Yep.
And it does nothing. All right, so they did 2 to me, and they blighted that land, unfortunately. But I ended up, the Dahan over here killed that back. So that did generate a fear. This goes pretty quick, but if you know what's going on, you should know ahead of time. If anybody in the chat is getting lost because it's going too fast, let me know. We're going to try to speed up a little bit, I think. But as you can see, there's lots of discussion in this game. There's lots of stuff. So I get to do 2 damage. If there are 3 Dahan, I get to do more damage. So I don't really care about damage on my side.
That is not good.
They're exploring every coastal land, which means they're going to build in every coastal land, which means
bad things.
Bad. So I can do 2 damage.
Especially since I don't have any cards.
I can do 2 damage. I think I'm going to do it here. Or do I just do it? No, I do it here because they'll build a city otherwise. So because they already have a town, they build a town, then a city, then a town, then a city. If I destroy this town, they'll go back to just building a town. They build a town unless there are more towns than cities, and right now there are. So yeah, I'm going to do 2 damage to this area here. Why won't it let me? Oh, there's got to be a Tahan there, and there's not. Son of a gun. So I guess I just got to do it here. Son of a gun. I did not plan that well at all. So target land has to have a Dahan. If you look at that target land there. Yeah. This is why I am bad at this game. So 2 damage. I could destroy the 2 explorers, but instead I'm going to go ahead and take out that village. Or that town. Oh man, that was bad. This is bad, Jerry. Bad things are happening.
Well, I have no energy and I have no cards.
So what you're saying is you're reclaiming your cards.
Looks that way. Hey, I got Call to Bloodshed.
I mean, seems good. Are you going to let me go fast this turn? I'm assuming yes.
I only have 2 energy, dude.
Isn't that a free card?
No, costs 1.
Does it? I think I have to reclaim my cards too. Huh.
I could destroy one of the places.
I really need Dahan.
So Mountain's going to ravage?
I could double gather stuff, which seems decent. And I also can destroy some stuff, which isn't as good anymore. Defend 4. I think I'm going to... Yeah, I think I'm going to get my cards back. I'm going to reclaim my cards, and I'll get an extra energy this turn. What is going to be important? So next turn, I need defense in places. I want defense down here. Now, you got your board pretty handled, or do you need help with any? Is there any spot that's like...
Oh, crap.
Giving you heartburn?
I do not have enough fire.
Oh, to make your power... To give you the destroy a building thing?
Yeah.
I'm definitely doing this one. And then... So I need something with yellow. So I'm going to look at only the ones with both yellow, gray, and green at this point. So one of these 2. 2 damage seems real good. What's this? Remove a blight and defend for 4. Oh, I could do that here. That seems real good. Yeah. I remove this blight and these people will no longer kill me. That all seems very good. Yep, target land any. All right, not making that mistake again. Oh, but that doesn't give me my yellow.
All right, I can make you fast.
Okay, that seems good.
Oh no, I can't.
You cannot make me fast? It's fine if you can't.
Yeah, I can. No, I can make you fast.
I only have one
Question
card it really
is,
matters for. Well, if you can make me fast, then instead of removing this blight, I could do the 2 damage, which would kill it before they'd get to do 3 damage. They'd only do 1 damage, which wouldn't blight, and it wouldn't do anything. And it gets us fear, so that would be better.
yeah, I can do it. So.
And it lets me double a power. Do you have a 1 that you want to double? Or if not, I definitely do.
Does it 1 or less or
A 1 or less? Yes, yes.
seems really good.
Do you have 1 that you want to duplicate? 1 damage per Dahan?
We get 2.
Oh, you could push twice?
Yes. Yes, I could push 2 huts into the water space and then completely clear that out.
Okay. That's fine. Go for it. I'll give it to you.
Well, I'm going to give you the fast thing. So.
Yeah, and when you push Dahan, is there any way you could push it to this green space with your 1 presence? Or would that not cause fear? The jungle where there's a blight
No, I need
token?
to push it up. I need to push my Dahan up to the upper left.
Okay. All right, never mind then. I'm just trying to figure out a way to gather some Dahan in this place here. So,
but it will generate 2 fear.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just trying
I could gather up to 3.
I'm just trying to figure out a way to get some Dahan on this coast here because next turn is going to be real ugly. Otherwise. But I'm good. I'm good. Are you done?
Yep.
Okay. So, I am going to let you...
So I think doing this twice is better because it gets us the fear, right?
I mean, fear is good. We have 3 of 8. If we can get that to 8, it might do something to disrupt whatever they're doing this turn. Those are always good for us, those terror effects. All right. So for this, I can gather up to 2. Let's do this 2 damage first because we know where we're doing that. Wait, why can't I do it there? It's got to be a Dahan there. I did it again. Oh my God, Jerry. Can we undo? I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, which means I can't let you do a power twice. Never mind. Just keep it. Just keep it. It's fine.
No, it's all right. I probably don't need it.
No. It's fine. Actually, I'd rather them not build a thing there. It's fine. I'll take the blight. Don't worry about it. Oh, wait. Hold on. Did I already give you the double power or no? Undo. Here we go. There you go. Okay. So I gave you the double power. Oh, man. I am just... There's no Dahan there either. Oh, Jerry. Jerry.
What'd you do?
I think you just swifted me twice. Oh, I can move Dahan.
Oh, wait. Yes, I did swift you twice.
Yeah, don't swift me twice. Sorry, all this undoing. The good news is there's an undo button, everybody. That's the good news. All right, so I can move Dahan, and then I can do the damage. Okay. Sweet. So I'm not going to move any explorers in here. I'm just going to gather Dahan. Why isn't it let me do it? Oh, I got to...
So wait a minute, what does your thing do for me?
Hold on, I got to pick a location. Hold on. So this... I'm picking this location. And I'm gathering... I'm going to finish gathering those.
1 power card, okay.
Now I'm gathering my Dahan. Okay. There we go.
Alright, so what do I want to do?
Now, with this, I can do 2 damage to a place with Dahan. Okay. Look at that. All right. There's always an answer. There's not always an answer, by the way. There's always an answer.
Alright, so...
So what do you got going on up here? All right, we're up to 6 fear. I mean, 1 damage per Dahan here looks really good. Did you already do that or no?
Not yet.
Oh, well, that's not the mountains anyway. This mountain space is an issue. Is this just going to blight? I guess there's not much.
Why is that an issue?
Because there's 6 points of damage here. I mean, it's just going to blight, right?
Well, there's nothing I can do about it. I mean...
Yeah, my land is all blighted down here at the bottom. Actually, you got more blight than me. What's going on, Jerry? All right, so what are you doing? I'm going to start moving up in your area so I can give you some better defense for some of these places.
I mean, it doesn't matter whether it's 6 damage or 2 damage, right? It's still blight.
That is true. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. This board is out of control. All right, I'm going to have to do the skip a thing twice. Oh, I'm looking at your stuff. I'm like, what is going on here? I think it's a 1 coster.
So I guess you don't have the ability to, like, get rid of anybody.
No, the way I get rid of people is defending, really. I mean,
more mountains.
I mean, I'm killing my people. It just takes a while.
Yeah, I have good cards, but my economy is not very good.
Well, yeah. It takes you a while to build up. These coastal regions are going to be an issue.
Alright, let's see. I'm going to destroy a town again. But do I care? I do care, because I don't want to...
So I want to make this a place of power. So that way, I will defend, and then I'll do 2 damage back, because I have the Dahan here.
Woohoo! Fear card!
Alright. Oh, you were doing slow powers?
Yep. Oh, I got rid of another town.
Alright. So this is an issue.
I don't want to put presents on some place that's immediately going to blow up.
Yes, because we didn't mention this, but when they blight a land, it takes away 1 of your presents. I think I did mention it, but... Alright. I think I'm getting +2 energy, which sounds weird because I'm...
No, why did I do that? Hold on. Nah, sure. I'll come down.
Oh, no. I can go up to 6 energy generation a turn. I don't need +2 energy.
Alright.
So
I don't really care there.
I'm not going to do that.
That's not great. Ooh, that's great.
I'm not going to do that. Stop. I don't want to do this. Oh, you were the last player to use the power. Can you undo your stuff? There we go. Alright, I don't want to gain 2 energy. Because I'm going to be getting 6 a turn, so I don't need to. I'm going to gain a power card. And see if I can get a big bad boy. Because my economy is pretty good. Getting 6 a turn. Now, I can only play 2 a turn. But let's go ahead and see what these major powers look like. Boom, boom, boom. So again, I'm looking for gray, green, and yellow. This has green and yellow. Gray and green. Target spirit adds 2 of their destroyed presence into a single land up to 2 range from a presence of yours. If any presence was added, 2 damage to each village or town and city in that land. Do you have destroyed presence? I don't think I do.
What?
Do you have destroyed presence anywhere?
No. Yes.
They have destroyed your presence? So I can let you do it back and do 2 damage to everything in a region.
What, in the place where I was removed?
In the place where you add the presence.
There is 0. What?
If you have destroyed presence, if they've destroyed one of yours,
yes.
This card says, target spirit adds 2 of their destroyed presence into a single land, up to 2 away from one of their presence.
Okay.
Oh, one of my presents, by the way, not yours. If any of those were added to the board, you do 2 damage to every city and village, or city and town in that land. It's called Blazing Renewal. Seems good.
Up to 2 damage to everything in that land?
I mean, not the explorers, but everything else.
Well, I could completely wipe out this big thing of mountains.
Okay, Blazing Renewal it is. So what am I going to get rid of?
Within 2 of one of yours, you said?
Yes. So it is 1-2 because my presence is here. 1-2.
Because I can push a guy in there and then blow it up.
No, it's just the cities in town, not the explorers, right?
I can kill all the explorers.
So you can do 1 damage to everything in that land?
Yes.
Oh, that would be good. All right. So we're doing that, and it is fast. Now, if you notice, I can just choose to destroy this power I just got. I'm not going to do that, but that is an option. All right. So that lets me remove. I don't want to do that. Invader skip turns. I don't want to get rid of that. This one has not been all I had hoped it would be. Defend 3 in a mountain or a jungle, though, seems pretty good with what's going on. All right. Well, that's going away anyway. All right.
I could shatter homesteads.
So you're sure you have a dude that died, though, right? A presence that died?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Wait a minute.
How do I check that?
I don't know. That is a good question.
Yes, I have 1 presence destroyed.
Where do you see it? Just out of curiosity.
I clicked on my character mat and look under. It'll appear as a X over a presence thing.
Yep. Now, for some reason,
so I need this.
It's telling me I'm 1 short. I'm getting 6, so it's 5. I should have 3 left over. Why can't I play this card? I don't understand. I'm getting 6. I have 2. That should be 8, right?
Yeah.
6 plus 2 is 8, and this is 5, and this would be 3. Why can't I play this card?
Hit the arrows and send it back. Did you not have that many?
Oh, that 7 might include those.
Oh, so you can't do what we were talking about doing?
I mean, I can do it. I just can't have them then skip attacking this jungle here.
I mean, it doesn't have to happen this turn.
Are you sure?
I can hold on to it. Yes, I can hold on to it.
I mean, I could also just destroy up to 3 houses in that area. If you're moving a city in with drought.
I'm fine.
No, it's all right. I mean, who cares? It's just 1 blight. It's fine. I'm doing it. So, do what you need to do for that. I'm also droughting.
All right, so they're building in the mountains.
Are you making me fast by any chance this turn?
No, I don't have that card anymore.
Oh,
Shattering
you got rid of it?
Pushing there. No, I used it on you last turn.
I gotcha. Oh, I see what you're saying.
All right.
Yeah, this is bad. I don't even know. Finish playing cards. I'm helping you, but I'm totally jobbed. That's all right. Blazing Renewal on you. on you. Oh, you're using a power currently.
I'm done.
You're done with all your powers?
Yep.
Okay. So you get to pick.
What am I doing?
You're putting your
Did
thing...
you use the 5 Dude!
Yes!
You told me you weren't doing that anymore!
Oh.
You told me you're using Drought!
No. I'm using both, by the way.
Oh, well then we have to undo.
Alright.
Because...
Undo.
I didn't use that power.
Okay. So do you want me to Blazing Renewal it? Or would you rather...
You can either do it this turn or not. I don't really care.
If you don't care...
But you need to tell me if you want me to... You can do it next round, and it's just as good as this round. Let me put it that way.
If it's just as good, then we'll do it next round.
All right.
I'm not going to Drought. I'm going to Defend also. All right. So if I defend 4 here, they'd still do a ton of damage. So they still do 7 damage, so which is enough to do.
You doing anything to this guy in the mountain in the middle?
Defending 4 here. What do you mean?
He's going to build this turn. Are you going to do anything about it?
I mean, I can't.
Well, I can, is the point.
Oh, yeah. Then do something.
But either do something about your mountain guy or my mountain guy.
Either one. Doesn't matter. My mountains I'm not worried about. I got 2 Dahan in there. I can easily defend it up.
Okay.
I mean, easily is a strong word, but I can defend it up.
Waiting on you.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. So with Year of Stillness, I'm going to make it so this does literally nothing. And then with Guard Land, I'm going to do it on this place, which moves that 3 up to a 7. So they're going to attack for 7. I defend. You're doing all this fear stuff. By the way, we do have a fear card, too, coming out.
Yes.
So that'll be good.
Waiting for you.
All right. Each player removes
Each player reigns, whereas the only invader.
Oh. I'll take it away from this mountain. So that means it won't build there.
I'll take it away from the area that they aren't going to die.
That would be good. All right. So because you got blighted in a place that's already got a blight, you got to put it somewhere else. Adjacent.
Oh, really?
Yes. And it may even take 2. Like it may remove 1 from the game. I can't remember.
I voted for the sand place.
Oh. Oh, we're deciding the order things ravage in. Sorry. Here. It doesn't really matter.
Sure.
Where else? Oh, we get to see somebody die
top.
down here. Let's do
Okay, fine.
All right, so I defended for 3. They only did 3, but I do 2 back. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. All right. Where do you want to do next?
Top.
Okay. Huh. I thought the Blake tokens... Another spirit... Oh, yes. So you get a second one there, and it cascades also. Does both. So we're down to 5 health left on the island. And there's some bull donkey going on. Although, if you can destroy all that stuff, we're going to get so much fear. Holy moly.
Yes, that's why I thought it might be good to...
All right, wetlands. I mean, I feel like we've seen a lot of wetlands, so we should be prepared in the wetlands. Or, like my spot at the
one
top.
of my wetlands doesn't even get anything because I've destroyed everything.
Sweet.
But now would be the turn to use that power thing.
Yes, I will use it now to destroy your mountains so they don't ravage yet again in the mountains for the 3rd time in a row. I'm going to have to gain my cards. I think I'm going to actually have to get another...
Alright.
So I think I can go up to 2 away.
So that means I have to take this one. Otherwise, I won't have the energy. And I shouldn't put it somewhere.
I'm going to start going here so that way I get some defense here. All right, so I'm definitely doing the 5. And now I've got 3 left. So I think I'm defending 4 in my mountains. Either that or I have all invaders skip their stuff. So they're attacking for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I just defend there, that's good enough.
All
right. And that would...
All I'm doing is destroying the mountains.
I mean, that might be all, but that's a pretty good all. I mean, I've got to either defend or do this. Skip. I'll skip because defend will remove a blight also. I don't need fast, obviously. Or maybe not obviously, but I don't need fast.
Well, I don't have it to give it to you, so it doesn't matter.
Wait, what would this do? 2 damage, which would mean they'd attack for 5, which wouldn't be good enough. Oh, and I don't have Don there anyway. All right, yep. So finish.
All right, you do your thing first, and then I'm gonna, or should?
Yeah,
I can storm them first.
Well, you want to move as much crap in there as possible.
The only thing I'm doing is storming, which is 1 damage to everything in an area. I cannot move anything.
Well, we'll do mine first then.
Well, hold on. No, whoa.
Okay.
Don't I have? I guess it doesn't matter the order.
Yeah, put your presence on. So again, my card destroys everything. So this is neat the way the components work too. So on these cities, they have a side with 2 on it and a side with 1. That shows how much life they have left. So these each have 1 life left. By the way, we just got 2 fear also from destroying those 2 towns. But go ahead and destroy.
And we got a bunch more fear for destroying the cities.
Yep. All right. So now we're to terror level 2. So all we have to just do is destroy we don't have to worry about explorers anymore. And by the way, your board is almost completely clear.
Yes.
Which seems good. By the way,
I'm doing all right.
You're gonna have to help me with this wetland up top here.
That's why I put my sacred site on that forest, so I can start zapping your stuff.
So here's another thought process. Maybe I do lose one of my presents and let them blight this bottom thing, and then I use that same card next turn to blow up this area up top here. What do you think? Because right now I don't have any destroyed presents. What do you think about that? And I have them skip.
Which spot? The forest spot or the mountain spot?
We could do
or
the
wetlands.
the wetlands. We could do the same thing to the wetlands next turn, right? The 2 of us together, we could do that same combo. Could you do that again next turn?
Theoretic, yes, because I have 4 energy. I could recall my cards. Yes, I could hit that again.
I mean, that seems real good, right?
Yes, it does generate an awful lot of fear.
Now there's only going to be 1 city there. It's still pretty good. All right, so I'm going to let them.
Still going to be 2 towns and a city, so that's what, 4 fear.
Yep, and 3 explorers, which is nice, and I might even be able to gather explorers in there too. So I'm going to let them kill one of my presents because right now I don't have any presents dead, so that card is not.
But you already have 2 presents in that area, so.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It'll just be more.
You can put 3 in an area.
Yeah, you can put as much as you want.
Huh.
So I'm going to have them skip the building down at the bottom here.
How do you see the terror track?
Actually, I don't want them to skip that. Is there any place... Do you have a wetlands up top that they'd be building in?
Yes.
Can I skip that? It's not within 1 of me, unfortunately. You want to see the terror track? Just click on cards. And it'll show you which cards have already come up, how many are left. So we still have 3 to get to level 3.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
All right. Well, so this is kind of a wasted card. It's fine. Because I kind of want him to build there. Now that I think about it, because I have 3 defense, they'd only do 4 damage. Yeah, so this is a wasted card. Because I want him to build there. Yeah, we'll skip all actions in this space, which does literally absolutely nothing.
All right, what happens? Oh no, we're in 2. Each player may gather 1 dude into. Wait.
It's on the bottom. Each.
into a land.
We're in 2.
I can't do anything with that.
I could pull the I could pull a city in, right? Can we pull a city in?
No.
No, we could pull a town in. Oh, which would make it build another city.
Yeah. All right. You can pull the town into the wetlands, and I'll pull one of the explorers into the wetlands. All right.
Go ahead and do it from the green spot, right?
Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, so you gotta gather. So you gotta click the wetlands.
Yes.
As your target.
Different from push. Yes. Stupid.
Well, yes.
So hit undo. Okay.
So you're gathering. All right, and then I'm gathering as well, and I'll just gather one of the explorers. And we're about to. So I lost a presence. Now we did add. Unfortunately, if I had picked my other 3-cost card, the not skip an action, and instead I had done the whatever, it would have been way better. If I had done the I forget what it's called. If I had done the remove a blight, I could have removed the blight.
That's gonna be fun.
Because this card was literally wasted. I just wasted 3 energy for nothing.
Jungle. Of which I only get 1.
And we just kind of cleared my jungle a little bit. And I mean, we could literally just do the same combo again in my jungle next turn, right? Like, theoretically. All right, so I have to reclaim.
Yes, I have to reclaim as well because I have 0 cards.
And I would like 8 energy a turn. That seems good. So I'll put this presence here. So now I get some defense over there. So this time I'm going to do the right combo.
Power Storm.
Wait, what happened?
I got Power Storm. Once.
Oh, you're choosing one to forget.
Target may repeat a power card by paying its cost again. That doesn't seem great. I'm not sure I like that one.
Well, you can delete it. Don't forget.
I'm tempted to do that.
Just do it. If you like your other cards, just get rid of it.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
Wait, didn't you reclaim?
Right. Yes.
Oh, okay.
But my reclaim gains me a power card.
I gotcha. All right. So Blazing
and an
Renewal,
energy.
And this time I'm going to do the 4 defend that actually removes a blight token, so we can frickin' remove some blight.
So
I'm literally doing the same thing I should have done last turn.
I can move stuff. Don't really care about that. Do you want to use your powers fast?
They're both fast.
So what do I need? That will let me... No, that doesn't help.
If you could blast this guy in my jungle at the bottom, do something, move him out, whatever. Oh, no, never mind. I got 2 Dahan and a place power there. Never mind. It's fine.
What are you talking about? Oh, here?
Yeah, it's fine. I don't need it. Because actually, they'll build a town, and next turn, I block all 3 of theirs and do 4 damage. So that would be stupid. Don't do that.
I'm trying to look at a way to get...
We're going to have to deal with green next turn. That's going to be the big... What for? Oh, you're trying to get your green out of the jungle?
Alright, so that's 2 fire. I need a fire.
Literally any of your cards have fire. Can you play 4? Pushing Dahan seems good. Right?
I can't play 4.
Wait, what are you doing about this spot on the bottom here?
What's on the bottom?
Or on the top, the wetland. They're about to ravage there. and it's already got a token, so that'll be 2 more, which would be bad. You doing anything
No,
about that?
I'm gonna be I'm doing 1 damage per thing, which kills the town, and then the guy does 1 damage, and I do what, 4 back or whatever.
Yep, you do. Yeah. As long as you kill the town, they'll only do 1 damage, which won't blight, and it'll only damage one of your Dahan.
So I got that covered.
Yeah, cool.
And then I can destroy a town within 1. I can do that anyway.
I mean, you're doing the
it
one.
Doesn't have to be your Dahan, so I could kill the guys somewhere else. I could kill the guy in your jungle in the middle.
No, don't do that, because he's about to build there, and then those 2 Dahan will kill him, right? The jungle on the coast is going to be an issue.
The jungle on the coast, that's what I was talking about.
If you could move a Dahan to the wetland on the bottom, that would be great, because that would kill all the explorers. Either that.
What are you doing on the bottom?
Well, they only do 4 damage there, and I have 3 defense. So that Dahan will kill the town, which is all we really need.
So you want me to push somebody, is what you're saying?
I mean, if you could get Dahan into that space, that would kill the explorers too. Either that or put them all in the mountains. Like, you kind of want to move toward the mountains.
You're too far. That's out of my range anyway. No, wait. Push 1 explorer. No, I could do that.
Well, we don't need to push an explorer. I don't want that.
Oh, no, but then I can't do my special power.
Don't worry about it.
So I'm just rolling with what I got.
Cool. And this is why this is a great co-op game. It starts off, you're kind of on your own board, but I don't know. We'll have final thoughts afterward. I should click on myself.
All right, so I can destroy a town. Oh, wait, we got to do the Raging Storm before the Ravage step.
Well,
so I should do that now.
I just did this, so why don't you kill the whole thing? So that's going to be 4 more. We'll be 1 fear short. It's going to clear this whole space. I mean, that combo is Wombo combo-tastic. It's so good.
That's pretty good. All right, so now what?
7.
They're going to Ravage unless I destroy it.
So, does it matter where I remove the blight from? Is there any fear of... I'll move it from your jungle just to be...
Alright, we got a fear card.
Here you go. I removed a blight from there.
Alright.
Alright, so, you got the 1 fear? Sweet.
Yep.
And how close are we? We still need 2 more.
Each player removes 1 dude from an inland or town from an inland land.
I mean...
I don't have any.
I think you could do it from mine, too. So just remove it from this desert here.
Or the desert?
Mountain. Desert or the mountain. Either way, you remove one, I'm removing the other, right?
Do we get fear for that?
No, it's a remove.
Apparently not.
It's not destroy, it's remove. I think we could slow down these animations if we wanted to, by the way. So, again, they did 4 damage here. If you look. So, I defend for 3 because every place I have a place of power. And the Dahan does 2 back. So, I can either kill these 2 explorers or the town. Town generates fear. Town also leads to victory because we don't have to kill the explorers anymore. Just the cities and towns. I mean, are we going to try to do that combo again this turn? And clear
Why not?
That jungle?
Yeah, I could do it again. I guess. I'd have to recall.
I mean, we'd both have to recall, obviously, right?
Oh, wow.
Ooh, jungle and sand. Oh, yeah, by the way, we're to level 3 cards now. Actually, thankfully, there's no mountain there because my mountains are pretty jacked up. So jungle's going to be doing some stuff. Do we want to blow up that jungle, or do we want me to just ignore it and we'll move on to... Like, I can make it do...
Well, nothing. I can destroy the town in my jungle.
Now that 4 defense isn't going to be there next turn. So those 2 explorers would still destroy it, although you'd only have to move 1 explorer. Oh, because you get to destroy a something, right?
Yep.
So what are you doing? Oh,
yep. I'm done.
So how did that generate 3 fear?
Because I got 1 fear from my card for moving it in where a town was, and then another fear for destroying a town.
Okay. I thought we were only at 0. I guess we were at 1. Okay.
All right. Now what? Do we want to do that thing again?
I mean, to the green place? The other option is I could just defend there. If you could make me fast, I could even move Dahan in.
I can make you fast.
So I can move Dahan in and defend there? Oh, no, I can't defend because I got rid of... Well, whatever, I can reclaim.
I can just generate 2 fear or push 1 dude.
So where am I really worried about? I mean...
I can blow up the town in the jungle.
I mean...
In either jungle.
If you let me push or go fast, either way, I move 2 Dahan in there. I do 6 damage in there, which will kill all that stuff. But
and the jungle is ravaging this round.
And then this other one, I'm already killing all that stuff. So that's not an issue.
So what do you want me to do?
So by the way, you ravage before you build. That's an important order. I mean, if you could let me either go fast or push Dahan. Either one would be good.
I cannot push Dahan. I can make you go fast.
Okay. Yeah, if I go fast, I can gather Dahan into that place. And then I could defend it for 7.
So what am I at?
So I could actually pull this out too. That would be great because then it wouldn't. They wouldn't build in this sand either. So the sand with your presence on it, Jerry. I'm gonna the sand with your presence. I'm gonna pull the Dahan out of there.
You mean the explorer?
The explorer out of there. So yeah, if you could deal with the other ones, that'd be great. That'd be great. I'm still only playing 2 cards a turn, by the way, at this point of the game. Do you want me to start? I could just build defense up here, and then we'd have to do nothing to your jungle up there.
I'm going to do this.
We have to do something this turn. Are you doing something about that jungle this turn? With your
Which
place
jungle?
Of power?
You say that jungle.
With your place of power?
No. Well, I might push one guy out of it, and then the other guy would die.
Yeah.
Before
you might, or you are doing that?
I can do that, yes.
Okay, because then next turn it'll be taken care of, because I'll just put defense there.
Now, where do I want to be present?
But if you don't push one of them out, then that blight is going to kill my guy, and there'd be no reason to do it.
All right, where should I double up?
So I'm definitely doing that. Do. So if anybody has any questions, I know we're going kind of fast, but and we've been a lot of back and forth, but yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat.
All right, I think we're good. All right, I'm gonna lightning boon you first.
Yes, please. Thank you, sir.
Now I'm going to push one of those.
So again, this jungle's safe, just as an explanation. They do 2, 3, 4 damage. I defend for 3, so they only do 1, which doesn't blight. You need 2 to blight. And it's 4 damage coming back from Dahan. That jungle will be wiped out. They won't even build there this turn because they ravage first. So it goes ravage, then build, then explore. But my goal here is to gather Dahan into this place. So right now their attack here is they're doing 4 damage. I'm going to get 4 more defense. So I could gather 1 more explorer in. Oops. What the heck? So I'm going to gather and explore.
All right, so where do you want me to destroy town?
Gather and explore. And then finish.
Anywhere you want me to destroy town.
Can you wait?
Until what? You want me to wait until afterwards?
After they build.
Okay.
That seems better, right? Because
yeah,
it'll probably be the desert on the bottom.
I was just thinking if you... Well, no, I can destroy things in my own land now. Dude, handle your own stuff.
Yeah, I would say do it slow.
All right.
So we're going to defend 4. Unfortunately, I don't get to... So that's a total of 7 defense. Unfortunately, I don't get to remove a blight. But we still have 5 blight. It's fine. We should have 6. I screwed up and that one turn didn't remove the blight. Okay, so I get to do 6 damage here because of 3 Dahan. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Boom, 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 boom.
Nice.
Yeah, no, that was good. Unfortunately, 7 out of 8 fear. Oh, but you're going to destroy 1. That'll be our 8th fear.
Yep.
And hold on. How close are we? We still need 1 card after that. But if we can get that one... I got 1 stupid city in the bottom. You got to click to let them explore.
No, I'm just waiting for the thing.
It says waiting for other players. The invaders explore, waiting for other players. Yeah, that mountain's going to be an issue. I mean, it's not really going to be an issue. I can just skip it building or whatever. Oh, you're getting close enough. Can you do 1 damage to everything in that spot?
If I do a recall, sure.
Well, I don't mean right this second. I just mean at any... Like, are you close enough to do it?
Close enough to where?
The bottom left mountain.
This isn't TTS. I can't see where you're pointing.
I know. Is it bottom left for you as well?
The mountain?
With the city in it. The only place with a city on the board.
Yes.
Is that bottom left for you?
Yes.
Yeah, that bottom left mountain is going to be an issue, potentially.
So where should I blow up?
Wherever. I mean, my areas are pretty well protected with my places of power. So maybe just blow up your one up top. Either of those 2 up top.
All right, so I need to reclaim.
Is that what you're doing?
Purifying Flame. 1 damage per blight. If the target's a mountain, you may instead remove 1 blight.
You're not making me go fast, right?
I wasn't planning on it.
I mean, I'm fine not going fast. I just need to know ahead of time.
I am... So we are doing Raging Storm. I am doing the 1 damage to everything. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then how many...
And actually, we should do it slow after they build. Actually, we don't need to do it this turn. We can do it next turn. I just realized. They're building this turn. We really need to focus on the desert more this turn. Desert and jungle.
Well, I don't really have anything in the desert jungle that I care about.
Well, there's this 1 desert.
So you don't want me to Raging Storm, is what you're saying?
We don't need to do it this turn. Why? Well,
do you want to go fast?
Or we could go slow. Well, let me see what my power card is. Let me get another major power. Do I not care about any of these? Drought I've never used. All right, and I don't see me using it. All right. So, do I have anything with yellow, gray, and green? No. What is going on? Have Dahan have +4 health while in target land. Whenever a blight would be added to target land, instead leave it on the card. So don't blight and your Dahan become ridiculous. Or, for fear,
do you want to go?
Invaders skip all actions in target land this turn. That just seems good, even though it doesn't have any symbols I care about. 2 damage per Dahan.
I can just destroy a city within one of my areas. We don't have any within one of my areas.
I mean, there's also... I'm going to do the 4 fear thing. I'm going to stick with
What's
my...
That?
Don't... I got a card that literally just does 4 fear. And invaders
I have one that does 2.
All actions in the land. All right. Well, so... Yeah, we only need to get to 8 and destroy that city. If we get to 8 and destroy the city, we win. Do you have...
I can get 2... 3. 4.
And I've got...
I can get 4 fear. As it stands.
And you're making me fast or no?
I am not currently making you fast. Do you want to be fast?
If I could be fast, I can get us the 1 more fear, and we don't have to worry about the desert.
Well, that means I have to not do damage. I can't do anything about your city, though.
Which... Oh, I thought you were destroying the city.
I cannot do anything about a city. Not that city. It's too far.
Got it.
So, is this all out the window now?
Well, hold on. Well, I mean, the other option... Oh, I don't have any destroyed tokens, so I can't Blazing Renewal that land anyway, by the way. Which is a thing.
Okay. Well, then I'm rolling with what I got. And I'll figure it out later.
Do you have any destroyed things?
No. I do not.
So my Blazing Renewal is worthless, except it'll let me power...
I'm getting a blight back.
Huh?
I can get a blight back.
You know what? I'm doing Blazing Renewal, even though it does literally nothing, except lets us repeat a 1 power card. Would that help you?
Repeat a 1 power card? I could get rid of 2 blight. Or I could get 4 fear.
Getting 4 fear would be good. Yes. Alright, for 5 power, I'll do it. Because, yeah, target spirit adds 1 of the destroyed things to a land. I don't have any destroyed things, so it's an issue. Alright, I'm good. So give me a second, and I'll let you go twice. Bink, you're going twice.
Alright, you want me to use it on the fear, not the other power.
And you're letting me go fast, right?
No. You said never mind. Do you want to go back and do... You want me to do that?
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This desert's going to have an issue. I mean, it's going to get blighted, but whatever.
What desert?
The desert in the lower left is going to get blighted. It's fine. I was going to do 2 damage and stop the blighting, but I can't do
I can stop it. I can stop it if I feel like it.
Oh, I can skip actions in a place. So, yeah, I'll do it in that one. Don't worry about it. I got it. You take care of the other one.
You got that one?
Yeah.
You want me to get rid of another one?
You deal with the other one.
Alright, so 1 damage per house. Why did you use that card?
Which one? None of us, because it let you use your power a second time. You said that would generate you 4 extra fear. I figured it was worth it. I have plenty of money. Money's not my issue.
All right, fine.
If it produced 4 fear for that money, absolutely, it's worth it. Because it might even, like the fear card, one of them might turn a city into a town, which means we would win immediately. Because that is literally, that city is the only thing we have to do to win the game now.
All right, so what's going to build? Mountain?
Yeah, I need Tahan in stupid mountain and wetland. But again, the only thing we have to do is destroy that city. That is literally the only thing that matters at this point. If we can figure out how to destroy that city. And unfortunately, I can't Blazing Renewal because I don't have any dead presence, which is a flaw in my plan.
In each land, defend 2 per Dahan.
Yeah, great. Each player chooses a different land and removes up to 2 health worth of invaders per presence there. Dang it! If I had 1 more presence, we could have done it.
So wait a minute. There chooses a different land and removes up to 2 health worth of invaders per thing there.
I don't think it would let us damage it, is the problem. Try to damage that city. If you can, then we win.
What?
The city, the only city on the board. If you can damage it for 2 with that card, which I don't think you can, because it says removes 2. If I had a second power token there, it would let us remove 4 from there. Unfortunately, I don't, because I'm an idiot. We are all now dumber for doing that.
Hold on.
So just find a place with presence and remove some.
It wouldn't let me click somewhere else, so hit undo.
I mean, you could have just removed 2 jobbers from there.
So where do I want to?
I mean, you could do it to clear a space, right?
What?
You could do it to clear some of these wetland spaces. Although, again, I think we should win before we have to...
So an individual explorer only does 1?
Yes.
Damage?
Correct.
So all right.
Individual explorer is not useful.
Undo.
Although, if you remove the one in the mountain or in the wetlands, then they wouldn't build there.
But I don't have any presence there. Unless you want me to get rid of the one on yours.
I mean, I don't really care.
Because I don't have anybody
so who's remove
really
2 from the one at the bottom. Actually, you could remove it all from the one on the bottom. Very bottom. You could remove all 4. Because I have 2 presents. That would be 4 points worth of stuff.
There's only 3 guys there.
I mean, the other option is to do it in the jungle. You'd remove all that crap. It wouldn't attack. Well, but then we wouldn't kill it. That stuff's all dying this turn anyway. Never mind. Yeah. Whatever you want, dude. I mean, they wouldn't build.
There.
All right. So I'll pick this one, and then they won't build here. Do. Yeah, we just got to get rid of that stinking city. Death. Yeah, there's a bunch of cities up top now, which isn't necessarily great.
Cities up top?
Or the towns, I mean.
What are you talking about?
There's a bunch of towns up top, I meant.
There's towns. We don't care about towns.
Well, they still blight.
Aren't we going to kill the city and win?
How are we going to... I don't have a way to kill the city right now. I'm going to have to get a card. Now, I can get a power card. That is certainly within the realms of possibility, because I can't use Super Blazing Renewal because I don't have any dead dudes. So, yes. My goal is to get...
Well, they're going to ravage, so we could fight there.
Yeah, but we don't have... I mean, they're going to build in the wetlands first, so they'd build 2 more cities up top. Oh, no, they ravage first. So we would win instantly after the ravage.
I can push... Oh, no, I can't. I can just destroy a town somewhere.
I'm going to try to get... I mean, we both can try to get major powers, and hopefully one of us gets a major power that lets us kill it, right?
Where should we destroy a town?
It doesn't matter, dude. Well, wherever there's a wetland. All right, you done? Wait a minute. Dude, if you play 4 orange and 3 purple, that destroys the city. By the way.
Okay. I don't have enough energy for all that.
Well, yes. There is that. All right. You done? Oh, no. Yes. I've got a thing. I'm sorry. Oh, I get to do 2 damage. Within 1 of a place of power for me. So let's do it here. Oh, gotta have a stupid Dahan there, of course. Anywhere with a Dahan that we need to do 2 damage that's within 1 of a place of power of mine. Oh my gosh. Oh, here we go. Oh, no Dahan. Of course. That power is frustrating me because I'm an idiot. I literally have Dahan in there's no Dahan in any place with a city. In case you were wondering.
Well, there's only 1 place for the city.
Here, I'll destroy these 2 guys in the sand. There. Oh, that's frustrating. Well, I got to reclaim my cards or get a major power. What?
How do you get a major power?
Gain a power card. Oh, are you playing the simple way where it's just giving you your card? Are you not selecting it?
No, I'm not selecting it.
You're not?
It just draws 1.
No, yeah, you get to pick your. You're playing with the basic.
Oh,
game.
Gimpy?
Yes. Yes. Usually you get a choice out of 4. They've got your preset. Now you might be past the preset because it's only like the first 3 or 4.
So I'm gonna have 6, 7 energy this round. And you want me to zap the city?
I mean, if you kill that city, we win. That's all I'm saying. If anybody kills that city, we win. I need to see my cards I've played.
Pillar of Living Flame.
Well, there you go.
I can't afford that.
Well, that would be the game winner.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
You need to go back?
No, I can't zap that city.
You're not close enough?
I'm not close enough.
Well, can't you place presents or no?
Not and get the cards back. You want me to not do that?
Well, just undo for now. Let me see what my cards are. I can't remember if I have any cards that'll destroy anything. Either way.
I mean, I can just gather energy this turn and then zap it next turn.
That's fine. Do that. Because nothing's really happening this turn. Well, we're getting 2, whatchamacallit, 2 presents on the board. What are you doing? You gotta do something, dude. I mean, get that card. That card does a ton of stuff. It's ridiculously good.
I can't. I'm either reclaiming cards or adding presents.
Well, right now, I'm waiting for you to choose a power card to forget, is what I'm really waiting for.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. I undid.
On my screen, it is not undoing. So what you're saying is it's jobbed up?
Might be. Hit undo when you're...
I'm hitting undo. All right, so we've run into a bug.
Here, I'll keep hitting undo.
I'm hitting undo. Well, why don't you redo that action and pick your power card?
Oh, I went back way too far.
Yeah, I am not synced up with you anymore.
Yeah, I think it's messed up. Well, that's a bummer. I think we would have won, though.
Well, hold on. Let's do menu, main menu. Leave the game. Hold on.
You disconnected.
All right. Find a game. What was it? Sun what?
Gray. You will not be able to rejoin, it just said. Mountain.
Multiplayer. Find game.
Yep.
Sun Mountain.
It won't let you.
Could not join the game because it's already started. Well, that is...
Well, I think... Yeah, I think there was a... We just hit a bug.
Yeah.
From too much undoing. But that's okay.
Well, because you were in the middle of doing a power card, maybe. I don't know. Because it had Yeah. Well, whatever. All right.
It let me undo it. I was actively doing my turn.
Yeah, no. For me, it was saying.
Well, I think we would have won.
Oh, we definitely would have won. I mean, that's the great part about Spirit Island is, like, it is a puzzle. Like, if you like puzzly type games like that, that's what Spirit Island does. It is one, and it's really good multiplayer. At the beginning, the first few turns, it doesn't feel that way because it feels like everybody's doing their own thing. But as you saw, by the end, we had that combo that like worked together, that actively worked together. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely a puzzly game.
So
I wish it was a little less puzzly.
Yeah, so it wasn't one of your favorite games, but I also feel like it probably wasn't one of your favorite games because it is a hard game to learn. And so your first couple of games, especially, I mean, not everybody gets this experience, but playing with Mike, he tends to run everything, and so you don't really understand what's going on. Now, I don't know, did you feel that way with the game itself also, where the game was going too fast?
No, I understand what's going on with the game. I just... Okay. It's a little too puzzly and not enough theme. I mean, the theme is there. Don't get me wrong, but it's a little too puzzly for me to really get into it too much. I mean, it's not a bad game. It's a good game. I'm not arguing that at all, but it's a little bit too much like a puzzle, which I can imagine if people, seems like it'd be great for solo gamers. Like, I'm sure this works great solo.
Oh yeah.
Right? But I'm not really into solo games that much, despite having Nemo's War behind me. I just don't. It's almost too puzzly and almost too solo for me. Even though we were comboing at the end, it was a little bit too trying to game out what's going to happen versus what I'm going to do.
Right.
Needs dice or something. Dice or event cards that throw random crap in there.
Well, there is event cards. So, we played the basic game. And I will say one of my biggest negatives for the game is there's no real way to increase difficulty without increasing complexity. So, you can increase difficulty by adding in, like, AI, or not AI. You add in a certain... group of explorers, colonizers that you're going against. So
like a country. Kind of
yeah, different country. All right, so let's see. So there's different ones.
I think Prussia's one of them.
Yep. Prussia, England, France, Sweden are the 4. And basically what they do, and if you look in the lower right, I know Jerry can't do this, or you can if you're watching on your phone, but you'll see, like, they have something that happens in stage 2, which is like escalation stage 2. Whenever you see that symbol, which is on any card except for the one that builds in all coastal areas, they do a land rush on this one. On each board with a city or a town, add a town, and a land without a town. Right? So that's like the base 1 difficulty added by Prussia. But then, if you want to increase the difficulty more, during setup of each board, add a town to land 3. Then if you want to increase the difficulty again, Surge of Colonists. When making the Invader deck, put one of the stage 3 cards between stage 1 and 2. Actually, that's not too bad. So it even tells you the order. 1, 1, 1, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. So it even tells you. All right, that one's not too bad. But actually, a lot of these, as it keeps going, it just adds more and more difficulty earlier on, and more difficulty. All right, so actually, maybe it's not as bad as I thought it was. So that's Prussia. Let's see if England.
Well, they're the easiest too.
All right. Yeah, so for England, like buildings have one more house. The extra build tile remains out the entire game, so I don't even know what that is. It's a tile that does something apparently. It just becomes more complex the higher the difficulty level you go, because the enemy becomes more complex. But there is events that were introduced in Branch and Claw, and it's just random. So it's like you select your stuff and then something random happens. It's usually something good for you and good for the bad guy, good for the colonizers. So that might be more what you want. Well, and also you didn't get to select your cards this game, which is really also a bummer. So you must have really selected like beginner difficulty.
I think it automatically puts you on beginner when you first play it.
Got it.
Because this is like my first full game on it.
Got it.
On the app.
Yep. Yeah, so beside the bug at the end though, what do you think about the app?
Oh, the app is great. I love it when they have undo buttons.
Yes. And it's
especially
not,
when it's something this complex.
And it's not...
Which...
they do limit it, although they have a way for you to unlimit it. But the way they limit it is... so they have an unlimited undo option, which I have on the screen now. You may now undo after revealing new information. So normally... you can only undo up to, like, if you were to draw a card, for example. That's probably why it's screwed up, actually. Because when you draw a card, you're not supposed to be able to undo after that unless you have that option selected.
It let me do it. It let me do it.
So that's what screwed it up. Because you shouldn't have been able to do it because you had new information. So that is the limits of the undo, but they do let you get rid of that option also.
But is it really new information if I'm allowed to choose the card I want?
Yes, because you draw 4. You draw 4, you have to pick one.
Oh.
So if you didn't like the options, you go, well, I'll just get money instead.
Yeah, it only ever showed me one.
Well, right. Because, yes, you were on the intro level, which isn't bad.
Setting.
It is a good way to learn the game. Don't get me wrong, because it takes another choice out. You guys all noticed when I was playing, I had a choice of 4 every time. And the way I limit it is I look at the symbols that I need to trigger my power and go from there. So, I mean, the thing people love about this game is how different all the spirits feel. I mean, you saw just between our spirits. As you said, I wasn't killing a whole lot, but I defended really well. So as long as I could move the Dahan in, I really needed more Dahan moving cards. If I could move the Dahan in these places I'm defending, then no blight gets added. Like, your board was full of blight, right?
Yep.
Like, my board didn't have very much blight on it, but I also had a lot more colonists and things on my board. So I that's what people really like, just how different these spirits feel. So, like, as an example, one of my favorites is called Sharp Fangs Behind the Leaves, and it has tokens in Flame and Fang. Is that what it's called? No,
that's something else different.
Yes. Whatever it is, Earth and something, I don't know, whatever the expansion is.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yes, adds these tokens.
You mean Branch and Claw?
Branch and Claw. Yes, it adds these. Yes, something completely different. Adds these animal tokens, and it also has other tokens, which again added to complexity, but also add different options. So you can put a token down on a space that says the next time they would explore here, they don't, or the next time they would build here, they don't, or the next time they would ravage here, they don't. Those are just some of the different tokens that they have. But the other ones are these animal tokens, which really don't do anything. They're not like the Dahan where they don't get killed. But Sharp Flame, whatever it's called, Sharp Fangs Behind the Leaves, like, it's weird how it works. You actually get to move your presence. Your presence may move with beasts. When beasts move from one of your lands, you can move your presence with it. You could also call forth predators. You can destroy one of your presence to add a predator to that space. And then one of your frenzied assault actions is 1 fear and 2 damage, and you remove a thing. Or another option is a fast action. You can gather a beast, and you do 1 damage per beast you have at a location. So it's fun because you could turn your presence into beasts on the board, and then as long as you play 2 green and 3 red, which is pretty easy for them to do, because actually the first 2 things... Oh, that's the other thing. When you look at their presence board, like they only get 1 energy per turn, but the first thing they get gives them an animal symbol. So it doesn't even give them more energy. Then it gives them a plant symbol. Before they even get to 2 energy, then it could give them another animal symbol. So really, they could start with 2 animals and a plant symbol right off the get-go. So, and then there's stuff like Reclaim 1, which means instead of reclaiming your whole hand of cards, you could just reclaim 1 every turn, after you get to a certain spot on their board. So you could really see how this game changes up as you go along. And this is just a moderate complexity that focuses on fear, a little bit of control, and offense. So, but every spirit plays like so differently.
Yeah, no, I agree. Because I played a couple of games real quick before the stream, just so I was getting used to the interface. And yep, they definitely play differently.
Yeah, I do think the one you played and the one I played are probably the best two. And I mean, they're low complexity, so it makes sense to learn the game with. First of all, they only have 1 and 8 power each, where later ones have more. Yours I like because it breaks the main slow phase, fast phase thing. Like, you just get to go fast with all your powers. And slow powers are definitely worse than fast powers. Or not worse.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, there was a lot of times where I purposely waited for them to build something so I could blow it up.
But you had that option to wait.
That is true.
Right? So that's the big thing, is you did have an option. Now, the one negative of the app is they only have 2 of the 3 expansions. I mean, I guess the other negative is it did blow up our game at the end there. So, but
I don't know. I actually think it was pretty smooth overall, don't you?
Yes, and I think it would have gone much faster too. I mean, it took us 2 hours, but that was with my terrible rules teach at the beginning. And with
it wasn't your best, no.
No, it was. Well, here's the problem. I played the game a lot, but it's hard to teach. It's a really hard teach, and I didn't bother looking at the rule book before we started today. But
I just played a couple games, so I didn't have any problems.
But I think as we saw, like, gameplay's not that complex, right? So we'll go through the phase,
no, it's not that bad.
The turn order now. First thing, you grow, so you pick one of those options at the top of your board. Then you gain the energy that it tells you to gain. Then you pay for your cards, or you play your cards and pay for them. Then you do all the fast powers. Then the enemy goes. And again, this is you just read down. You do any blighted island effects. We didn't have that because we didn't have we just had the basic island. Then we do the event, except for the first turn. So again, this is where you draw an event card. So it's after you do your fast powers, but before they really do stuff, and before you go, this event card does add randomness. So have you played Flashpoint Fire Rescue with the event cards?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, long time ago, but yes.
And do you remember if you liked it better, worse, or what your thoughts were on that?
I liked it better if I'm playing with adults, and not when I was playing with my kids.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it just adds randomness and chaos to the game, right? And so that's what these event cards do here as well. They give you something good, they give you something bad, so it's going to change up. It's not just, it changes the puzzle, right? Or it makes it not as puzzly. Like you said, you wanted that dice roll. I feel like that's what it does. It adds that dice roll in right before the invaders do things.
Yeah, that I might find that a little bit more interesting. I mean, I really like it. It's got a really great theme. The card play is interesting. The choices you make are interesting. My only beef with it is it's a little bit too much like a puzzle.
Yes, it definitely is.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen for the most part.
Except for the fear cards also. So even in the base game, you don't know what's going to happen with the fear cards.
But you don't plan for that. I mean, it happens. Right?
Well, that's with the events too. I mean, so you may even hate it worse. Because your best laid plans may, go astray because of the fear effects or the events or whatever.
I mean, as long as it's balanced, it could be. I don't think I'd have an issue with it. Like, if I felt like I was getting smashed all the time, then no, I would not enjoy that. But
they're definitely balanced, but they could hurt you more than help you because of your situation, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
It might be like add a no explore token here or a no build token here,
and that's where you're planning on doing. Yeah, I get it.
Well, no, but it may be the best thing in the world for you because they were going to build something that would hurt you there, or it could be nothing until they build later, and then it could add like a town somewhere else or something. You know what I mean? Like where it's totally going to kill you now, right before they ravage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you usually get a lot of choices when it comes to that stuff. or it's like do this negative thing or do that negative thing. I can't remember them now, but next time we'll play with the events for sure. But then they ravage, so they do damage to the land and they kill the Dahan. Then they build. We go with that. Then they explore. You add more of them to the board, and that's it. I mean, it says invaders card advance, but you just move them down one spot each, so that whatever they did, whoever explored is going to build. Whatever build is going to ravage. Then you do your slow powers, and that's it. I mean, that's literally all you do. It's like grow, play cards, play fast cards, enemy goes, play slow cards. I mean, that's literally all there is.
Yeah, it's not. Once you have your mind around it, it's not hard to play at all. Like I played literally 2 games, maybe an hour before we got on stream.
Right.
And that was all I needed to refresh my memory. And I haven't played in, I don't know, 5 years.
Yeah.
At least. When did this come out?
Probably.
I played it when it came out, and that was it.
Yeah. I mean, again, you're not as big of a fan of puzzly games as
about 5 years.
Mike and I are.
Yeah, you guys love puzzle games, like Bullet and all that stuff. They're okay, but
yeah, I mean,
this is certainly one of the better ones.
More thematic than something like Bullet, to me at least, anyway. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, there's our thoughts on Spirit Island and our first playthrough. I'm
definitely impressed with the app. That's for sure.
Yeah, and that's the thing we wanted to highlight. This app, by the way, it's been around for a while, but it just came up with multiplayer. So less than a month ago at this point, or maybe exactly a month ago. So it's still fairly new, fairly fresh, but they did a great job with it. I'm super happy with it, and I'm super glad they have it. And for the price, you get the only negative again is they don't have the 3rd expansion out, which if this does well, I'm sure they'll get the next expansion.
Yeah, I mean it's a little steep for an app for a board game. It's $25 currently, not on sale. But
and that's without the expansion.
And that the expansion's like another 10, I think.
Yep.
But it's very well done.
Yes. And
any mistakes that you make, since they have an undo button, you're not in trouble. So I think it's very well done.
And you can try
it lives up to the price.
You can try it on the iPad also, and it is cross-platform from my understanding.
Oh, really?
Yes. Now I think it's probably going to be the same price for iPad, but
I'm not going to buy it twice. That's for sure.
Right. But there is a way to free try it on the iPad where you get like 5 turns. But that's fine. I mean, that's enough to see if you're going to like it or not, I feel like. I wish they had a better tutorial. I mean, you're literally like when you click how to play, like the rulebook comes up. I mean, it's not.
No, they have a tutorial.
Do they?
Where they walk you through turn by turn. Yes.
Okay.
Because I did it. Yeah.
Okay.
So first they bring up the rulebook.
Play tutorial. There you go.
Yeah.
I got it.
Then you hit play tutorial, and it literally handholds you through the whole thing.
I mean, that's good, actually. That's what I should have done, is played a tutorial. Not today, obviously, but maybe I'll put a tutorial video up of me.
The only concept I did not get in the tutorial was the escalating threat cards.
Okay.
They did not escalate in the tutorial, so that's when I was a little surprised when all of a sudden 2 things started showing up instead of 1.
What do you mean?
That was not in the tutorial.
Oh. Yes. Because you have level 1, 2, and 3. And honestly, level 2 is almost the same as level 1 in the game we played. The only difference is they have that coastal one. But normally level 2 is the one that have the flags on it. So depending on the country, in the level stage 2 is where they trigger their powers. And then stage 3, it's the double, right? Like then it's like activating 2 lands at a time. So, yeah, you definitely have to be prepared to do a lot of stuff.
And that's the only part that the tutorial didn't explain.
Yeah.
So the tutorial was actually quite good. So yeah, I'd recommend if you're interested in Spirit Island. This is a pretty good app. That little bug we ran into, notwithstanding.
Yeah. I mean, and it makes sense. Again, new information was given. Now, I don't know how you unselect the like basic option. Maybe under options. Because that's the only weird part that I would have thought. Yeah. Oh, I got fastest animation speed. Also, I should probably slow that down so people can see what's going on in a. Maybe increase that a little bit. No, so you don't automatically get like whatever, like rookie mode or whatever. I don't know how to. Let's see, main menu, new game. I'll abandon the game I've started.
There's an experience level button.
Oh, did you do basic complexity or something?
It defaults as beginner.
Base level.
That's for.
Oh no, this is for the enemy.
But that's for quick play.
So branch and call events. Yep, so you can add events. Bonus spirit close, omit initial explore, unlimited undo. Yeah, I don't know, but you can just click around and play through it and figure it out pretty easily, I think. As you see us playing, or me at least.
See, mine I did not have unlimited undo selected.
Right.
But yet it let me hit undo and undo what I had done.
Yes. Well,
and that's what caused the bug.
That is definitely what caused the bug.
My app was letting me do it. It was letting me, it rewound and then let me proceed.
Yeah.
But it just wouldn't work on yours.
Yes.
But the setting for the game was set for not allowing that.
And by the way, there are different scenarios as well. There's stuff like Blitz, which, let's see. The scenario is notably harder for slow developing spirits, serpent slumbering beneath the island, if paired with Prussia, which pushes tempo in a different way. And then you flip it over and it tells you what the scenario is. So you have different options as well. Scenario can be fun for anyone, but is particularly meant for players who find they prefer more play and resolve style of game to planning ahead of their spirit's slow powers. All powers are fast. Powers which are already fast or are made fast cost 1 less energy. For innate powers and power cards costing 0 instead gain 1 energy. When exploring once per board, add an additional explorer. So if the island becomes blighted, put 1 less blight per board on the blight card. Put an additional blight per board on the blight card during setup. So it basically just, it's for a faster game. But it doesn't increase difficulty. So, but they have a lot of these scenarios, right? They have Dahan Insurrection. They have Guard the Isle's Heart. So, like, they have lots of different other options as well for how to play. I think that's what people love about it, is every spirit plays different. You have 4 different enemies to play against, and you got 100 different scenarios. Not 100, but like 5 or 6 different scenarios to play as well. So, like, and the boards can be either the cartoony ones or a more balanced board, which is meant to like simulate a real island more. Like mountains will be next to mountains and stuff like that when you put it all together.
All right. Well, I think we beat that one to death.
Yes. I tend to beat things to death. We know this. All right, everybody. Well,
but a really good game.
Yes. And thanks for joining us. And please let us know if you want to see more Spirit Island, because I definitely think I'm going to start a series. So, and, let me know a day and time that work for you too, where obviously we don't already have a stream. But thanks for joining us, Jerry, and we'll see everybody soon.
Yep. Good night.
Bye.